Greg.
Since you guys have Thanksgiving tomorrow,
Yes.
Do you have
That
any?
is what we're doing tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow or today?
Tomorrow is Gluttony Day. Tomorrow I eat myself into a coma.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow I'm gonna eat like a pig.
Oh, dude, I'm so looking forward to it. Oh
That's
my
what
God.
I was gonna ask. Is do you guys have any like interesting Thanksgiving stories or anything?
Green bean casserole.
That's your interesting story.
Oh yes.
Apparently,
Stuffing.
apparently, 60% of all mushroom soup, cream of mushroom soup that's sold in America does go to being turned into that thing.
I love green bean casserole.
I don't think I've ever had it. Like what is in it?
It's so fucking good.
Green beans and
that's it?
casserole.
So fucking good, bro.
Like what is even casserole?
And it's got like the crispy stuff on top of it.
The crispy little onions on the green
crispy little
beans.
onion, green beans. It's
Mia.
got the mush in it. It's got the mush. I don't know. It's just green beans and mush.
But it
and
makes
crispy
your
onion.
farts, dude. Your farts after eating that are deadly.
One of those farts.
My friend told me today that
ones that just go
the day after Thanksgiving is like the day that plumbers get called the most.
Really?
Seriously?
Also, it's apparently it is the day that Americans drank the most over 4th of July, surprisingly.
Huh.
The more
Really?
you know. Yeah.
That's
That's surprising. Yeah, you would always think that it would be 4th of July.
Yeah.
Have you guys had any like fuck shit happen on 4th of July with like fireworks?
Just besides
I think
like
so.
We
like
always
getting them shot at people.
Americans always shoot them towards us. Like people in Detroit will literally just fire fireworks towards
Fire
Canada.
them over the border. They're just shooting like mortar shells at you, basically.
I don't think anybody in Detroit sounds like that, Soup.
Hey, fuck you, Canada!
You douchebag.
I actually don't. I can't think of a Detroit accent because there's like a Michigan accent, which is really fucking annoying.
Oh
But-
yeah, Michigan, don't you know?
Yeah, it's like Canadians if somebody bonked them on the head with a bat. It's tough, but I feel like Detroit people don't have that. They're too like civilized and smart.
Isn't midget? Isn't Michigan?
What?
They're like very Midwestern.
Michigan,
accent,
dude, Michigan is like the Louisiana of the North. It is a fucking garbage
Really?
pail. Like the land itself is like beautiful, but dude, the people in Michigan are just like no teeth, meth drinking fucking crackheads.
Clark, you say that about everyone that doesn't live in Canada.
Yeah,
No,
you're
that's not
racist
true.
And I don't like it.
Yes, you do.
Most of America,
Yes,
except for the
you
Midwest
do.
and half the South, is fuck shit.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I got a
Wait,
question.
I said the
for
opposite of
everyone.
that.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, I
bad
got that
shit.
mixed up,
baby
but you
girl.
get
Shoot.
what I'm saying.
Someone wants to know, what is the weirdest thing that someone in your house has overheard you yell or say while streaming or recording and asked you about it later?
That's a really good question, actually.
I yelled, I want to fuck my dad's ass, and he had my door open, asking what I wanted for dinner. As I yelled that, just made eye contact,
you made
said,
it clear,
"Okay,
his ass."
I see you're busy," and then he closed the door. And that was that. So.
Yeah, I was talking about banging my mom one time, and she heard
Oh
that.
yeah.
Came in and asked me about
what
that.
was when we were recording COD? What did you say?
I went
yours-
I was like, bang my mom.
Bang my mom. Yeah.
Wep shit.
That was a good ass clip.
And she was
Yeah,
like
that actually
standing
ended up in the
outside my
video.
door. She was like outside my door having a conversation with my brother, and they both heard me say it.
So he's like had like a cup to your door listening in. Like what the fuck?
That's funny.
Probably masturbating to your voice.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Enough!
I have a funny story about this.
Okay.
Okay. Carry
So,
on.
whenever I was still living at my parents', I had like a PA speaker hooked up.
A pussy ass speaker.
Yeah, a pussy ass speaker hooked up to my computer, and I had just made my Discord. This was probably like 3-ish years ago. I just created my Discord, and like my friend wanted me to go to Taco Bell with him, and like my computer was still hooked up to the PA speaker, and I didn't know that Discord had text to speech.
Oh no.
And I was out of the house, and I get a phone call from my dad, and he's just like, "Is there any reason that your computer keeps saying slap my nuts on the Twin Towers?" Like, it was just repeatedly like, slap my nuts on the Twin Towers. Slap my nuts on the Twin Towers. And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Russian hackers, Dad.
But yeah, it was just saying slap my nuts on the Twin Towers repeatedly.
I had something similar like that happen to me. I don't know if my dad ever heard it, but when I lived with my dad, I was in the room adjacent to him, and it was pretty late at night, and my old guitar amp, I used to connect to it from on my phone with Bluetooth, because you can use the app on your phone to like change the settings and stuff. And the first time I ever bought it, I forgot that it was connected to Bluetooth, so I went to go watch porn, and it was just full volume. And right as I opened the porn, it was just like, it was in my room too. It was just extremely loud, like instant moaning for probably a good 4 or 5 seconds before I was able to shut it off.
Oh,
I was like, you had to have heard that, because it wasn't late at night. It was only like maybe like 9:30 or 10. Like, I knew he was in his room, but I don't think he was asleep. And I was like, fuck, you probably heard that. Just loud.
I had like actually 2 things to that. I've had that happen where like that fucking Twitter meme where it's like, oh, volume up, like can't believe this dude said that. And then you click on it, so like, yeah, I did that in the kitchen next to my mom. And I didn't even fucking say anything. I just like put my phone on the table and slid it to her. Just like, so she saw the video and was like, oh, I was kind of wondering what was happening, but I didn't think I'd say anything.
I've had to explain that to parents too.
Yeah.
If you did that around like another person your age, they would know exactly.
Yeah, they know exactly what's happening. The other time though, well, actually this didn't happen, but this was like one of my biggest fears of it happening. When I first got my old car, it used to connect to my Bluetooth the minute anybody turned it on. And like people would have to turn it on to like move cars so they could get theirs out of the garage or whatever. So people would have to like move my car and it would automatically connect. So like if I like was watching porn or something the night before and they went to move it for work, it would automatically connect and start playing the last thing that was being played if I didn't close it. So my biggest fear was always that like somebody would just go to move my car and just get fucking porn blasted in the surround speakers. So I was always so scared of that. But I don't think it ever happened. It very well could have, because it connected all the way from my room like onto my driveway. It was horrifying. But yeah, that was a big fear. I don't know if it ever happened, but hopefully not.
I got enough.